Okay, well, so now that's all kind of command that are required initially after the basic configuration. That in order of doing the configuration, here it is the VLAN creation, assignment, and trunking and verification part that we are going to be do, and each and everything simultaneously we are going to understand, and I'm going to hands-on all these things, but not in a CLI, but a kind of uh, taking attention on all those things which are continuity, which can make the continuity toward proficiency, So yeah, this is all about that. Let's see. Okay, so VLANs with the creation. Okay, first we will create, then assign, and then trunking part we do verify. End of that. Okay, verify. Okay, okay, now our goal is segment the network properly and prepare for inter-VLAN routing. Okay, segment the network properly and prepare for inter-VLAN routing. What is the inter-VLAN routing? The question that you have to ask. The inter-VLAN routing is when we create the separate VLANs, and a one VLAN, which is VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, the device on the VLAN 10 try to communicate to the device from VLAN 20. So in this communication, there is a requirement of inter-VLAN routing. So there is a two ways to do the inter-VLAN routing. There's a ROS, router on a state configuration, that will going to be do the inter-VLAN routing, and layer 3 switch on the basis of SPI we can do. Okay, so yeah, let's see the devices that we are going to use it over here. It is Cisco switch. Okay, layer 3 switch further, but initially there's no need of that. In global configuration mode. Okay, so enable configure the terminal. So we have to go in global configuration mode. For that we have to first go with the enable, then config terminal. So thereafter we say, yeah, I'm in global configuration mode. So what we have to do next? So yeah, this is all the things that the basic configuration that we have to just take a look over there. The existing VLANs, if we are doing the configuration or any kind of creation which are related to VLAN. So first we have to take a look, is there already VLANs exist or not, and what about the by default VLAN. These all things that we have to take a look over there. Okay, okay, so VLAN brief. So VLAN brief and one, which is a default VLAN. Remember that. That's all possible command, but the default VLAN. Okay, so VLAN 1002 to 1005, this is legacy. It means that there is a overall, I would say 5, the overall about this VLAN. Before that, from the VLAN 2 to VLAN 1001, that all are the usable VLANs. Okay, and from the 1006 to 4096 is extended VLAN. So yeah, this is all about the thing that we have there. So yeah, that makes sense always. Legacy. Okay, so three to create VLANs, logical segmentation, example VLAN 10 and the VLAN 20. So VLAN 10 name is exit. VLAN 10 name sales with the exit. Then again we will create the VLAN 20. Then name that with HR and then exit. Okay, so create the broadcast domain. Yeah, let's create the broadcast domain. Create the VLAN is a separate VLAN. VLAN 10 is also the broadcast domain. Okay, so the separate a kind of what we call uh, the devices at one single VLAN that always be as kind of broadcast domain. Okay, it means that a kind of traffic of frame will going to spread in a specific VLAN. Okay, cross domain, the name helps troubleshooting. Okay, so the fourth thing is the verification. So verify the VLAN which you created over here. So VLAN wave. So VLAN based fast Ethernet 0 plus 1. Description is PC. What is the reason? What's happening? Okay, frame rate is dropping. Now we can continue. What is happening right now? Example CCNA HR. So interface fast Ethernet 0/2 description HR PC. Switch port mode access. Switch port mode access. This is for what? This is for the same way we are assigning the VLAN 10, VLAN 20. Before that, we have to go in global configuration mode. Then we call the interface, in which interface we want to assign. So before assigning and going the interface, we have to create the VLAN. So remember that the all VLANs is based on how many number of VLANs are, and that all VLANs, number of VLANs should exist on each and every switches, so that we can configure that all the requirements are okay. So yeah, it's highly important thing when we configure anything which are related to um, uh, in order of continuing or configuring uh, any kind of interface configuration which are related to VLAN. Okay, so yeah, this is the thing. So then after we call the interface, then put the description about that interface and what we are looking for. We are connecting to the in devices. So yeah, we have to go with the switch port mode access. If there's a trunking part, so in between switches or in between switch router, that we do. Okay, so switch port access. Always set switch port mode access first. Port mode access first. MPTP this is fix verify VLAN assign. So VLAN with okay, so VLAN with this is for the all VLANs. It will show the VLANs which are connected to which interface, okay, which are assigned to in which interface, that will show. Okay, so configure trunk part, configure trunk, you want the trunk code, switch and switch to switch or switch to router. Okay, example is here. FA 0/24 interface fast Ethernet 0/24. Router switch port mode trunk. Okay, so for example, trunk on F0 is F0/24 interface fast Ethernet 0/24 description trunk to router switch port mode trunk. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Switch port mode trunk switch port trunk loud when how to exit. Okay. Switch port mode trunk, switch port trunk allowed VLAN 10, 20, 30 levels. So it carries multiple VLANs which are we want to allow as required. What is required for inter VLAN routing. It configure native VLAN interface first Ethernet 0/24. So configure native VLAN. Okay, so best practice for what? Interface fast Ethernet 0/24 switch port from native VLAN 99 exit okay interface Ethernet 0/24 switch port from native VLAN 99 exit. VLAN. What is it called? VLAN 1. Yeah, because this is the default VLAN, a native VLAN. This specifically where we want something speciality about. Native one is not going to be bound somewhere because of we want to allow or something which is not going to include or somewhere. Uh, okay, so suppose that there is a department which is not uh, connected or where there is not requirement to um, involving with the other VLANs that want to be separately without any that's a for monitoring stuff, right? If there is a IT department for monitoring, so I will put that management department, that IT monitoring management department in specific native VLAN. Okay, prevents VLAN level attacks. Okay, let's prevent the hopping attack. It means that it's a hopping attack. It mean um, any double packet or something we can attach or duplicate packet to the next hop. Let me just do this all. Then what are the points? Then somewhere I'm stucking or somewhere I have need to work on. I will do. Okay, so yeah, we can take a note. Line one, right? Here, this is what the hopping attack. So interface junk. Okay, then disable DTP security best practice. Okay, disable security best practice. So interface thing. Just So this is optional.